Do you know that moment when you go on a run, you run fairly slow, like it's easy run, but your HR spikes to like 170, 165. You're kind of depressed. You don't want to run again because you know the feeling. When you go on the next run, your heart rate is gonna be 180 again. You're gasping out of air, and I understand you. I've been in that shit, and I'm not some pro or elite runner. Let's just go through what I've done to solve this problem, because I've just decreased it by 10 to 15 numbers in 3 months. Like the same pace, 530 minutes per kilometer, but the HR decreased. Let's start with easy runs and zone 2. Why they matter. There's no magic formula to fix it. There's just one solution. Easy runs. Aerobic base and runs in zone 2. First of all, there are zones of your cardio, zones of your heart rate. From 1 to 5. Easiest is zone 1. They're calculated, and zone 5 is the maximum heart rate you can achieve. It's basically your VO2 max and your limits. Zone 2 is a light cardio session between super easy jog in zone 2 and moderately hard run in zone 3. That's something in between, like that easy conversational run. Why we do that? First of all, we need to build an aerobic base. When we build our health, when we build our cardiovascular body, our heart, our sports heart, we don't damage it. Like, this is the little cheat code. When you run easy, you get all of the benefits of cardio, but you don't stress your body. Like, if you run in zone 3 and zone 4, anaerobic sessions, you're sprinting, you're a bit faster, you always run around fast. I understand that. Actually, this is the title of this video. We're gonna get through that. But first of all, if you start running fast right from the scratch, you're gonna hurt your heart, first of all, because the higher your heart rate on your usual day, the more it's getting damaged. You're getting the same benefits from running, but your heart is getting damaged. Do you get my point? That's why everyone strives to run in zone 2, to build that peak health of your body and feel like it's effortless. The more you run, the more you adapt to speeds, the more you adapt to your pace, to longevity. And so with time, when you build that aerobic base, when you build those easy runs, you're going to be able to run more and faster for longer. Like, that's just a rule. It's just the law of nature, law of running. That's how we get through that. And you're wondering, like, how am I actually going to gain speed? Okay, I got it. I got to run easy. But is it correlated with speed? Yes, it is. But I'm going to talk about interval sessions, about tempo sessions, how to actually gain your speed, like exact trainings to get used to that pace. But now let's move to how to calculate your zone 2. We need to calculate your max HR and resting HR. There's a super easy formula. You just take 220 minus your H. It's super rough. It's not so accurate, but it's showing you approximate numbers. Like, my max HR is 202. So this is our max HR. Resting HR can be measured by watch, any kind of watch. Mine shows from 48 to 55. That's a good number. We need to strive for lower resting HR because our heart will make less efforts to pump the blood. Like, we literally cheat code our body to do more for less energy. And so we're able to do more on our heart. Now, if you don't have a watch, you can go about your max heart rate. Easy runs, zone 2, are 65 to 70% of your overall heart rate. It would be from 120 to 150. Roughly. For you, it can be different, but that's the range. You can go up a bit higher numbers, you can go a bit lower numbers. That's how you feel. Those are your easy runs. But the main thing, if you don't want to count all of that, if you can't track all of that, just look at conversational pace. Can you hold a conversation? Not just 1 or 2 sentences. Whole conversation without gasping for air. So we got it understood. We have to do a lot of easy runs. Now, the main thing is to be boring. For at least 1 month. Just have to get used to go out there, intentionally slow down and understand that this is the part of your growth. Like, for 1 month, you don't have to do nothing but do easy runs. I've done that myself. I love to run fast. My pace right off the bat was like 5:03, 5 minutes per kilometer. Like, it's pretty dang fast considering elevation gain too. And like, this wasn't my zone 2. This wasn't my zone 3. There was at the range of zone 3 and zone 4. All the time. Imagine every single run. I would just try to run as fast as possible. Of course, that hit my heart, but it feed my ego. We have to forget about our ego. Your body will adapt. Aerobic base is slowly start to form, and now you can allow some speed sessions. That's our next destination. Like, when you understand your resting heart rate, when you understand your easy heart rate, when you slowly see that your slow pace becomes easier. Like, your heart rate slowly goes down. So instead of 150 on the same pace, you get 140. And now, to gain speed, let's move to intervals and tempo sessions. First of all, intervals are just the repetitions of fast, almost sprint run and jog or walk. There are a lot of variations. There's a variation of minutes. Like, you run 3 minutes moderately fast at your 10k pace or 5k pace, and then for 1 or 2 minutes you jog or walk. Then you go 5 minutes on 10k pace, and you go rest for 1 or 2 minutes again, and then you go 10 minutes on half marathon pace, etc., etc. If you don't know all of these terms, you can just go with the link below, buy a full program from me, or book a call with me and work personally. If you want to start a race and you don't know what distance you should try, what training you should get, or you know your distance and you know your time, click on the link below too. Now, my favorite intervals are 400 meters and 1k repetitions. You just do 400 meters at your 5k pace, and a bit faster than that, 2 minutes of rest in between. Usually for me it's walk. For 400 meters, I do 10 to 12 reps. For 1Ks, I do 3 to 4 reps. 5 reps is preferable, but in the beginning, when you start out, just do 3 to 4 reps. You're gonna feel your legs, bro. 5K pace is the pace when you could possibly run your 5K. Your possible PB. For me, it's 4 minutes per kilometer because I run 20-minute 5K. Now, this will allow you to feel that pace, to build that speed, and to endure that, actually. Because 1K reps allow you to run a little bit more in them. To not sprint, but feel that pace for more than like 500 meters. Let's move to tempo sessions. Tempo run is 20 to 25 minute run at your a bit slower than 5k pace. We build the speed plus endurance. Like, you don't go full sprinting, but you're giving yourself more time. This is more painful, but it gives you more results. Okay? This is your zone 3, zone 4 training, but what I would usually do, I would go out and I would choose an uphill road. It's not so uphill, but on 5k, you'll have an elevation gain of like 60 to 80 meters. It's going to be a bit harder. You're going to feel your legs. You're going to feel your breath that you're gasping out of air, but it's going to give enormous results. And then you have a light jog after, like downhill. Now, your main focus should be your weekly mileage. And building an aerobic base, you have to keep your weekly mileage. Okay? Your volume, kilometers per week, matter a lot. The more mileage you cover, the faster it builds. Doesn't matter how it's done. It can be all through easy runs, but the more you get, the better. Like, just think about that. Imagine you're super frugal and you just want to save up as much money as possible. Like the same with running. You just have to collect as much kilometers per week. Every single time you have an opportunity, you go and run. And so every single kilometer counts, and the more the better. Again, rough guides. If you want to run 20-minute 5K, link in the description below. I'll help you with that personally. 60K is fine. If you want to run sub 140 half marathon, just as I did, it's also 50 to 60K. If you want to run 45-minute 10K, although I've got injured, that's like 50 to 60K too. You got the points. If you want to run sub 50 10K, so it's a bit lower. It's 30 to 40K. So it's roughly 3 to 5 rounds a week. You're going to slowly build through that. But the more volume you have, the better again. Now, we understood how to run fast. But you've definitely had that feeling, right? When you run and your heart rate does not match your pace. You've established your pace. You go out on a run and it doesn't feel easy. Like, it's hard. Your heart rate spikes up. And it's absolutely okay because there's so many things that can change your heart rate. Climate, your mood, crowd in the city, I don't know, like uphill, downhill, map itself, where you chose to run, your music, shoes you wear today, what you've ate, nutrition, did you sleep well today, etc., etc. Literally dozens of things calculate your heart rate, especially climate. If it's hot, heart rate will spike by 10 or 15 BPM. If something in your body hurts, your legs are still sore from yesterday, your heart rate will be higher. If you have a headache, stomach ache, it's gonna add up to 20 BPM. I've just tested it on myself. Like, this shit is unpredictable. You just have to consider that every single time. Your heart rate is not static. It always changes upon your conditions. So just always look at that and don't be scared. Don't be pissed off. Just adapt to that. Run a bit slower because your heart rate is more important, not the pace. Forget about pace for first month. Again, you'll build speed. I've thought the same. I wanted to speed up, but when I've understood easy runs, then I started increasing my speed. And now I have easy runs on a lot of faster pace. And the main key at the end of the day is to just love running. Like, if you don't enjoy running at slow pace, at fast pace, you're never going to achieve nothing. Like, you have to enjoy that. You have to find a comfortable road, comfortable pace, and just take it easy, man. It's not a competition. First of all, you just start running. It's not about breaking your PRs or anything like that. Or if you're intermediate, if you've started already like months, 2 months, you can think about competition. But first of all, you just have to go out there and feel that joy. Like, I go out on a run and it feels fun. Even if it hurts, I know that by the end of the run, I'm gonna hit my PB, I'm gonna hit my weekly mileage, I'm gonna hit that run I've hated to do. So I've just overcome myself. This is fun, bro. The same I wish to you. Slow runs also can be fun because when you understand that you build your aerobic base, you build your peak health. Like, imagine 10 years of running at the zone 2 and your heart is gonna be absolutely like unstoppable, unbreakable. Your resting heart rate will be like 35, 40. You're gonna be at the peak of your health. Nothing will bring you much effort. When you go on a hike, even with high altitude climbers, you're gonna feel the same as them, although it's their field. Do you get my point? This is fucking dream. And with aerobic base, you're gonna feel the speed. With interval sessions, you're gonna get used to that pace. And by the time 1 month, 2 months, it will work like magic, bro. You're gonna run 1 minute faster at your pace with the same heart rate from 130 to 150. If you want results in your 5K, 10K, half marathon, or you want personal help from me, just click on the link below. I'll definitely help you with that. I have training plans, I have nutrition plans, I have everything. See you there on a call or watch this video right here.